I'm not one of those who will say that we should bastardize our constitution. But I do not. When you say Senate president should, if he has honor, should resign. Did you say that in 2014?
To whom?
To Tambuwal?
Yes, we did.
Who?
Yeah, we told him.
Who said so?
We told him that he could leave. He should leave.
The president, the president of this country now did said then that his defection was the best thing that happened to our democracy.
Listen.
So what we're saying is that we should be consistent. If we are consistent about what it should be, then we have the moral right to challenge whenever that good contrary to those norms. As it is today, unfortunately, I don't subscribe to movement across parties and the way it is Nigeria, but unfortunately, that is what we have. So if you, at the point of being an opposition, encourage, I remember very well, you had the rally in Area 10, Old Parade Ground, in 2014. And that was where my colleagues then who defected came. And they were all given the opportunity to address. And it was announced that they all become members of NEC, of APC.
Mr. Yusuf,
so that was our constitution. You know.
Honorable Yusuf, if I may just come in here, let me ask you another question. What if in an event the president of the Nigerian Senate fails to convene the Senate when on return? What then happens?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking Honorable Yusuf.
If he fails, he would definitely convene the Senate. The Senate is on recess. All over the world, my colleague can testify to that. Parliament all over the world are on recess right now. The Senate will convene.
But when there is emergency, you could
yes,
call
back.
Can. Just like now.
What's the emergency?
The emergency, then the Senate or the National Assembly need to come back and consider the budget of INEC. The election that you would want to contest, so that there would be money for the election. Yeah. And I think they look.
As that
they went on 2 days before the time.
Yeah.
That's when.
That's 2 days enough for concern the budget?
No, I said, of course, if the National Assembly want, you could do that.
2 days.
Okay, even if 2 days is not enough, why don't you come back to consider this budget? But look, my issue about this defection, sadly, nobody defects within the first year. Defections happen 6 months to election because of platform. Politicians, as I said, for our own different reasons, I don't subscribe to defection. It's legal. You can defect. But all the people that have defected for personal reasons. Nobody, including Tambuwal that spoke what he said yesterday, none of them decided to leave because of problems, of the community. No, they all left for platform. And sadly, that's why I said, look, the Nigerian masses should teach us a lesson. The politicians, so that look, if you do this thing for your gain, when it comes to ballot, you should be voted out and be taught a lesson so that next time people don't do this cross-carpeting for their selfish interest.
I need to ask both of you now. I'm going to start with Honorable Aliyu. A number of lawmakers, led by Honorable Chukwudi Onyema, are saying that the members of the APC, the senators, are trying to sneak into the assembly, reconvene, and impeach the Senate president, of which they prevented that from happening. If that were to be the case, is that the way to go about this?
No. It's not the. You see, constitutionally, you can only impeach the presiding officer with, like Senate President now with 73 senators. So, and I'm sure APC will not do anything illegal for the Senate President to be removed. So if he's going to be removed, he will be removed legally. That I assure you that.
Okay, but what gives you or the APC... Okay, respond before I ask him the next question. Go ahead, Honorable Yusuf.
I was privileged to be there yesterday. It is true that some senators attempted getting entrance to the Senate chamber yesterday, led by the prominent APC members who are at the forefront of this agitation. And we mobilized Senator time to stop them, and the place was padlocked. So the place is under lock now. So I was with Honorable Onyema yesterday when we did the press conference. I was there. So I agree with my colleague here that of a truth to get him out in 73. Unfortunately, anything happened in this country. That is why people could be emboldened to make such attempt. In other climb, nobody will make such attempt. I pray we don't get such tendencies again. I pray.
Well, I'm sure.
But what happened in Benue is alarming to make people feel that any of such thing can happen. People are alert at the National Assembly now. Right now. Everybody is alert to be sure that nobody sneaked in.
Okay, let me ask Honorable Ali, what gives the APC or gives you the impression that you can get 73 required numbers to remove the leadership of the Senate?
That's our problem. It's not your problem. I mean, for him to be removed, we will follow the constitutional ways for him to be removed. I mean, and I assure you that we'll get the 73 numbers for him to be impeached.
All right, then, even though, Honorable Yusuf, I know you will tell me that that's not going to happen, but that's the way of politicians. They're always optimistic about what they want to do, isn't it?
Somebody said we are incurable optimists. Say politicians are incurable optimists. That is why my colleagues say they will impeach the Senate president. They will get 73. It's a tall order. It's not possible. I know that.
All right, gentlemen. But let me just get to one. I hope I can squeeze this in. The appeal court has ruled they've okayed the National Assembly to, that matter was in court about the sequence of the elections. Honorable Yusuf, you're familiar with this kind of scenario. What does that mean now?
It means by implication that the High Court ruling attempting to gag the Parliament have been quashed. So if they're still on the table, that can be considered. That's what it means.
Well, I think it's dead on arrival. Maybe the Court of Appeal just reaffirmed that the National Assembly has constitutional duties to do, laws. That's it. But that sequence of election, it's dead. It's a dead horse. It's a dead horse. I mean, so
why is everybody scared of sequence of election?
We're not scared. We're not scared, but it's dead. It's dead. So we're not bothered at all.
How can a president that is performing be scared of sequence of election?
No, we're not. We're not.
How
absolutely.
did you deploy the kind of energy?
All right,
deploy to fighting it.
So we need to anchor at this point.
Bring it back and pass it.
Yes, indeed, gentlemen. We need to anchor at this point. Honorable Farouk Aliyu is a former minority leader in the House of Representatives, and Honorable Tajuddin Yusuf is a member of the PDP and Chairman House Committee on Capital Markets, while Honorable Aliyu is a member of the APC. Gentlemen, thank you for talking to us today on the program.